What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our Daily Huddle episode number 52.
5 questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number 1 question is going to be.
Alright, so in today's Daily Huddle, I want to cover why you should never set up a new ad during the middle of the day for your Facebook advertising campaign. Now, this actually doesn't really apply to Google as much, but more towards Facebook. And I want to share with you exactly why I always recommend people or my students never to actually set up an ad to actually go live during the middle of the day. And here's the exact reason. Okay, so let's say that you are basically, maybe it's 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Your local time, and you decided that, you got some time to actually set up an ad. And when you actually set up an ad during, let's say, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., and you actually set a daily budget in place. So let's say that it's 3 p.m. and you set a $20 daily budget in your Facebook ads. What's going to happen is that it will typically take, let's say, an hour, okay, to actually get approved. Now, obviously, if you have a great account that is in great standing with Facebook, that have been running for several months with no problem, your ads will instantly go live. And when your ads actually get approved and actually go live inside Facebook's system, it is actually very quick. Okay, it's not like Google. Google has a delay, and I don't know why they have a delay. Maybe their network is a lot bigger, and there's too many placements for Google. But when it comes to Facebook, when your ads are active right away, then what's gonna happen is that if you set in a $20 budget, Facebook has so much inventory, and they obviously are being controlling your bids. What's gonna happen is that between 3 p.m. to midnight, which is now, let's say, 9 hours period, Facebook will exhaust your daily budget just like that. And when you actually exhaust your daily budget, you're not actually allowing Facebook to run a full 24 hours. So the data that you actually get in that 9-hour period may be irrelevant to you, because Facebook is trying to actually fill up your daily budget right away, and they will actually serve to all kinds of people within your audience. So for you, it is actually very wise to actually set up your ad to go live right after midnight. Now, my one thing that I do is that I always tell my team, and I even do that myself, that our ads will not go live unless if it's 12:08 a.m. Okay, now with the time, there is an important part to it. Now, for some odd reason, for me, my Facebook ad accounts are actually in Hawaiian time. So in Hawaii time, obviously it is 2-hour delay, or 2 hours ahead, 2 hours behind to Pacific time zone. So not only do you want to set up your ad to be actually going live after midnight, you gotta make sure that you actually look into your Facebook account and see what time zone your Facebook ad account is. And when you schedule your new ad, make sure you actually go live the next day right after midnight. And by doing so, you're now having a full 24-hour period for Facebook to actually serve your ad and help you identify which audience or who the audiences are, and most importantly, what time is best to actually serve your ad. Because over the 24-hour period, let's be honest, $20 a day is not a lot of money, but over the 24-hour period, Facebook will actually allocate evenly, sometimes not even evenly, they will sporadically put in more budget in certain times that they know that you are actually going to get the campaign objective that you actually tell Facebook what you want in result from your ads. So at the end of the day, again, if you set up in the middle of the day, your ad budget will just get exhausted very quickly, and you may get some irrelevant data because Facebook is just trying to actually cram in all the spend. Now, obviously, if you have a campaign that works out phenomenally well, then that's great. Nothing for you to worry about. However, if you are just starting out, you don't know what you're doing, and all of a sudden you just ram through all your budget, you'll be like, well, what happened next? Is there something wrong with my ads or all those other stuff? And I just realized that I forgot to actually change my battery for my camera, so it actually died on me. So here's what I'm going to do. I am actually going to use my other video, which is, hold on one sec. I should have checked my camera. Let's see, video capture device, create new, right here. Okay, alright, my apologies. So I am back, and you'll see a super messy desk, obviously. Like always, I have a super messy desk. So I gotta move this around. Alright, so my apologies on this end of things. I should have checked. I was actually in a full day meeting today, so my back is actually, the back of my table is actually super messy. So my apologize on that end of things, and I hope that you guys can actually see me on Instagram at the same time. So again, what I want to share with you guys is that you gotta make sure that when you are actually running your ads, make sure, okay, you run it the next day, okay? And I usually set it up usually on midnight, and that is the best way to actually get the right results for your ads. All right, so with that being said, just a quick tip for you guys. So let me actually go into our official daily huddle today, answering the 5 questions. Now, for those of you that is first time actually joining us in our daily huddle, every weekday I actually come on live to answer 5 questions, okay? It can be any questions about your business, running ads, running your store. It can be anything that you want, or you want my advice. You simply just want to go to www.fredlam.com/ask, and you can actually fill in the information, and I'll get your questions featured. Now, obviously, I have been doing this for 52 episodes already. So right now we're on episode number 52. So obviously I have answered over 260 questions already. And all those questions are being transcribed and added to my website at fredlam.com. And all you got to do is simply search for the keyword, and you will find out if you'll see if I actually got that questions addressed or not. And you don't have to wait until I actually feature your question for our daily huddle. All right, so with that being said, let's move on to our first question of today. It's by Yassine Sahir. Yassine asks, please Fred, what is the best app for upselling, and what is the best strategy? Many thanks. Great question that you brought this up. Obviously, without a doubt, I'm going to say it's 0 up. Obviously, because I own that. But if you're like, you know what, you don't have obviously that budget to join us in our exclusive members area, there are some other apps out there that you can actually look at for your Shopify store. So one of them is a Smart 7 app that is basically natively added into Shopify, where it has a pop-up when you're trying to add a product to checkout. There's a pop-up, and you can actually select your product from there. Another one that is approved by Shopify, and one of the only ones that actually got approved that is affordable, is Zipify by Ezra. So he has actually come up with something that is for upsell, and you guys can actually take a look at that. Now, the best strategy for upsells. One of the most important thing about upsell is that you have to make sure, okay, that the products that you are going to upsell supplements the initial product that you are selling. So for example, if you are selling a pen, obviously you can sell the refill of the pen. That really supplements the initial product that is being sold. Or if you say you are selling a watch, maybe sell a watch case or something that can actually go hand in hand with the upsell product. Or example, selling a phone, or sorry, not selling a phone. Let's say that you're selling a iPhone case, then you can actually sell a iPhone accessory, maybe a charger, or maybe a what you call the I forgot the name on top of my head. It's called the tempered glass. Yeah, that was what it is. Tempered glass protector, screen protector, you can actually do that. So it's very important that when you are trying to actually upsell a product, it needs to actually be supplementing the initial product right out of the gate, okay? That's what you want to do. So I hope that helps you out. Moving on to the second question is by a person called CB. I'm not sure what your name is. All I have is actually CB on here. CB asks, can you please touch down on Google Shopping ads and the settings of such ads? Thank you in advance. Here's the deal. When it comes to Google Shopping, it is a completely different animal. It is going to be a little bit much harder compared to Facebook ads. And as a matter of fact, there is not a lot of things that you can control. And when it comes to Google shopping ads, it's more of putting it out into the market, bleed the campaign, and we use the word bleed a lot in Google because you gotta basically spend some money, let Google know what is happening before you start to actually optimize the campaign and start reel in the profits. So with Google shopping ads, here's what you gotta do, okay? And I'm gonna actually share with you guys right now, and I'm gonna just walk you guys through the steps. Number one, inside your Shopify account, you can actually get an app that is called the Google Shopping app. When you actually have that app installed inside your store, what's going to happen is that it can actually create a Google Shopping feed. Once you got a Google Shopping feed, you actually have to go over to the Google Shopping Center. I thought it was called the Shopping Center, or it was called a Merchant Center. Yes, Google Merchant Center. And you got to actually upload the feed right into the Google Merchant Center. Now, obviously, there are a lot of things that you got to work on. For example, MNP. You got to work on basically the UPC, etc., etc. Now, there is obviously a hack, since that if you're drop shipping a product, you can actually put everything by default and not put a MPN or put a UPC. I forgot the exact strategy because I have to look into my computer on the process, because you only need to actually set it up once. That's all you need. You only need to actually set up once, then you can actually set it and forget it. Once you actually have that done, then you gotta actually hook up your Google Merchant Center with your AdWords account, okay? Once you actually have it hooked up with your AdWords account, then you can actually run a Google Shopping ad. Now, here's the deal. When it comes to running Google Shopping ads, you have no control over basically where your ads are being shown, what keywords Google is bidding on, and what users are actually searching to actually find your product. You're basically letting it be in the hands of Google, okay? That's what you're doing. So ultimately, what you have to do is you got to make sure that you have a great title, great product description, and you name your variants properly. Once you actually do that, to actually take a step back, in the Google Merchant Center, you also have to set up shipping, okay? You have to set up the shipping that aligns with the shipping table inside your Shopify store, okay? I missed that step, my apology. Once you actually have your ads up, then you simply just let Google do its thing. And you will actually find out that your ads are going to be shown in super irrelevant keyword phrases. So your job is to actually cut off the keywords that are not performing for you, and you let Google keep finding new keywords for you. And that's really how Google Shopping works, all right? And at the end of the day, I have seen people that made a lot of money with Google Shopping. And with Google Shopping, you obviously wanted to actually have a store with quite a lot of products. Having 25 products is not really going to get you a lot of traffic, okay? You want to actually have like over 100 products to actually utilize the Google Shopping channel, all right? So I hope that helps you out. A quick walkthrough on how to do it. So moving on to the third question of today is by Maria Asparanolini. Asparolini. Okay, I cannot pronounce your name properly. So it's Maria. Maria said, during your daily Huddle 48, you mentioned many apps will slow down our website. How many apps is too many? So it's very hard to say how many apps is too many. What is most important is that you gotta use Google's, obviously, test my site.thinkwithgoogle.com. That's the URL. And you wanna actually look at the site speed. And you wanna basically first take a look at, okay, what are the core apps you need first? And then you run the site speed from there. And when you run the site speed, you'll get a score. Now, when you add another app that you want, but it's not really the core app, it's just another app that you think is going to help you, then you run the score again and see the number difference, okay? You don't want too many apps. I've seen people that have like 20 to 30 different apps in their store because they see it as free, so they just add it into their store. But at the end of the day, that would actually affect your overall performance. So you want to start with the core ones first. And I would have to say anything above 10, I think it's going to be way too many, okay? You can condense it. And I don't think you need really more than 10 apps to actually get the profits that you actually want from your advertising campaigns, all right? So I hope that helps you out. So moving on to the fourth question of today is by Betsy Ukaj. Betsy Ukaj. That's an interesting name. All right, so Betsy Ukaj asks, "Hi Fred, my question is about WooCommerce. What you think about this, and are this gonna work same like a Shopify dropshipping?" So at the end of the day, dropshipping is basically a strategy that you can use for your Shopify, for your e-commerce business. So obviously providers are going to be like for your CRM, for your website. There are Shopify, which I highly recommend. There is WooCommerce, that is actually powered by WordPress and WooCommerce. There's also BigCommerce, there are PrestaShop, and there is another big one, which is called BigCommerce, okay? These are the 5 main, what I call the e-commerce platform. So if you actually apply the same strategy to WooCommerce, it's really the same, okay? You can actually apply the strategies for dropshipping into WooCommerce. Now, here's the thing. I'm not bashing WooCommerce. I'm just sharing with you what I know, my experience, and why I actually choose Shopify over WooCommerce. WooCommerce is based around WordPress, okay? So obviously with a WordPress website, you gotta pay for hosting regardless. You gotta pay someone like HostGator, GoDaddy, Bluehost, etc., to actually have your website hosted. So that's gonna cost you like around what, $20 a month on average, okay? Now the second thing is that you are not gonna get a live support that will help you if you actually do something wrong with your theme or basically with your plugins, okay? That is because WooCommerce is free. All right, so that's going to be a problem. If you run into any technical problem, then guess what? You're not going to actually get any help. Number 3 is vulnerability. So a lot of people actually attack WordPress websites, and the reason why they actually attack WordPress websites is because they are easily hackable. Now, imagine if you have your customers' data, okay, inside your WordPress platform, powered by WooCommerce, and if your website got hacked, what happens? Then it's going to be a in breach of data. So that is going to be like a dangerous territory to be really in, right? And also, yes, WooCommerce can give you more customization, but you got to be super tech savvy to actually understand what is going on and how to actually use it. So obviously, with the hosting, with basically you need to actually buy a security for your site, then that already costs really the same as Shopify. Why not use Shopify where you can actually go to a live chat, ask someone for help, and simply use Shopify instead? So that's my recommendation. I mean, if you have been in WooCommerce for the longest time, by all means, use WooCommerce. But I'm just sharing with you my feedback about WooCommerce and why I would choose Shopify over WooCommerce. All right. So, to the last question of today is by Andy Chong. Andy said, "Thank you for delivering good contents to us every single day. You are absolutely welcome. You are my best mentor who drives me forward whenever I feel frustrated." That is excellent. Great to actually hear that. Put in a 1 into the comment box if you guys just love my daily huddle. This is something that you guys actually look forward to every single day. I've been actually now getting more and more comments, more and more feedbacks about my daily huddle, which is great. All right. I love these feedback. I love to actually, the real reason why I'm doing these is really to obviously to inspire you guys, to share with you guys my knowledge, and that's all my intention really is. I never really try to sell you guys something on my daily huddle. I could have, but I decided not to. All I'm planning on doing is just giving you guys content, and that's all I am actually doing, and really inspiring you guys to get started. Right now, we are in the perfect era of entrepreneurship. Perfect time. So you guys definitely want to actually take advantage of it and seriously take action. All right, so going back to Andy. Here is my question. My ad account is in Malaysia time zone, and I'm selling to USA. I knew that 1 p.m. in Malaysia is 12 a.m. in Pacific time. So should I set my ads to run at 12 a.m. Malaysia time, or should I tell it to run at 1 p.m. Malaysia time, which is 12 a.m. in Pacific time zone? Thank you. So Andy, here's the thing. When it comes to US, there is Pacific time, Mountain Standard Time, Central Time, and also there is Eastern Time Zone. So you can't really tailor it specifically to Pacific time or Eastern Time. Now, what I can tell you is that you want to make sure you look at your ad account to see what time zone it is in. If it is in Malaysia time, okay, then you want to run your ads at 12 a.m. Malaysia time. Okay, not Pacific, not Eastern, because you want the right data. That's what you want. You want the right data in your Facebook ad account to actually figure it out. As a matter of fact, there's a habit that I do. Not only do I actually check out my Facebook ad account, what time zone it is, I make sure that my store has the same time zone as my Facebook ads, so that when I actually pull out data, I can actually look at it from apples to apples. So let's say that if I am actually let's say that you're from Malaysia, you want to make sure that your time zone in your Shopify store is in Malaysian time too. So you're going to look at the data identically from your store to your Facebook ads. Now, at the end of the day, there are going to be there are going to be scenarios where your Shopify store actually got a sale, but the pixel didn't fire. So you want to actually cross-reference it. And when you're cross-referencing and looking at your data, obviously having two of the same time zone with two different platforms will help you make the right decision. Alright, so I hope that will help you out. And to answer in short, run it in Malaysia time, run it in whatever time zone your Facebook ads are really at. Alright, so with that, let me know what you guys think about our daily huddle for today, other than my stupid mess up on forgetting to actually charge my battery for my camera. Put a comment right below on YouTube's over there. Put a comment right below on Facebook and Instagram if you guys give me comment, feedback on what you guys think of today's daily huddle. Now, while that is happening, just a quick link for you guys. If you guys want to actually attend a live event where you're going to learn everything about free traffic, okay, and I'm actually going to be there for the entire event, there's a link right above on Facebook, and right down below on YouTube, there is a link, which is fretlam.com/3xc, okay? It is a live event that is hosted by Content Grammar, keynoted by Onyx Singal and Neil Patel, which is one of the best SEO person in our industry right now. And if you guys want to learn how you can actually use free traffic to drive to any business that you own, even your e-commerce store, I highly encourage you guys to actually secure your tickets and be there in March, okay? It is a live event. It's not a web event. It is a live event, and I'm going to be personally there. I will be on stage talking a lot about different strategies and all those other stuff, and I may be hosting a meetup just with my followers at the same time, okay? So again, link is above this video and right below right on YouTube. Alright, so I'm getting a lot of people say love it by Jose. Brian said, thanks so much. Griselda, thank you. Great daily huddle. Gina said always helpful on YouTube. Grinnell Stock said today's daily huddle was off the chain as usual. Hazan said I keep learning a lot from this daily huddle. Excellent, excellent. So anyways, I know obviously today is Friday. I'm not going to take a lot of your guys' time. And at the end of the day, although it is weekend, it is still very important for you guys to actually keep running your business, to keep spending time on it, okay? I love weekends. It's my most productive time, which is weekend. And I would seriously have you guys give up your TV time and really focus on your knowledge, focus on your business, and all that. All right. So if you guys are on Facebook, make sure you like this video, share this video, and follow me on Facebook. If you guys are on Instagram, I'm looking at you guys on Instagram. Make sure you actually follow me on Instagram. Okay, leave a comment right below. Leave a comment in whatever I post. I actually read them on a daily basis. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the word subscribe. Once you actually subscribe, make sure you click on the notification bell, where you will get instant notification when I actually come on live, all right? And something to share with you guys, something pretty amazing. Well, not amazing. It is amazing to me. We actually have something that actually came today in a truck. It was 2 pallets. And I'm actually building something. And as I was telling you guys last episode, that our daily huddle is about to have a change. A very massive change. And it will happen most likely in hopefully the middle of February, latest going to be March. I hope that that will be all in place, so you guys are going to actually see things completely different very, very, very soon. All right, other than that, leave a feedback right below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will look forward on seeing you guys on Monday. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I'll see you on Monday.